lives Katie had touched in a special way. There was nothing about Katie that really made her stand out. She was on the tennis team, but she was not the best player on the team. She was a good student and got good grades, but she was not the top student in her class. She was involved in various clubs and organizations and did various volunteer opportunities. What did set Katie apart from others was her smile that could light up a room, her kindness towards others, and how she touched so many people's lives in a positive way. Katie was a fan of St. Teresa Lisieux, who famously said, "I understand that all we accomplish, however brilliant, is worth nothing without love." The epitaph on her grave marker reads, "She touched many lives." So thus the Big Red Heart Award was born after the friends of Katie approached Kim and I about wanting to do something to honor Katie's legacy. Katie, it turned out, ironically died of complications due to having an enlarged heart. Over the past 7 years, Kim and I have had the pleasure of reading the stories of the students nominated for this award. It is bittersweet every year as it brings back memories of Katie not being here physically any longer, but it is also a joy to see how the nominees for this award are also touching others' lives in such a positive way. I'm sure Katie is smiling down on all of you right now. Every one of you nominated, I'm sure, is a winner in her eyes. This year's nominees were Astrix Hernandez, Allie Haskell, Natalie Caraco, James Hayes, Sophie McGregor, Jackson Edwards, Rory Frillick, and Maya Farouk, Ashlyn Gonzalez. Every year it is harder and harder to pick just one person when all of you are deserving of this award. I implore each of you to please continue to carry on Katie's legacy by spreading the love from your Big Red Hearts and more. Each of the nominees will get a special gift for being nominated for the award. And with that said, we are pleased to announce this year's Katie Big Red Heart Award is Rory Frillick.
Please welcome Ms. Mortar Waynes and Ms. Bain to present the Georgetown Borough High School Athletic Booster Club Dave Bain Making a Difference Scholarship and the Steinbrenner Athletic Booster Club Coach's Choice Scholarship.
Who shows character and leadership both on the team and in the community. The first scholarship recipient has made it a personal mission to make others feel welcome. She strives to do this through her leadership positions on the field and in clubs such as NHS, DECA, and student government. She keeps her team drama free, which is apparently hard for girls. And she's there to help teammates with any problems. She takes her responsibility as a role model and mediator very, very seriously. She's a hard worker, a creative problem solver, and highly regarded by her classmates. Congratulations, Kendall Ray. reliable by his coaches. When something needs to be done, he does it right. He's the guy everyone looks to for guidance and leadership. His peers and faculty have the utmost respect for him. He is the model athlete. He leads by example, both on and off the field. He has used his skills from the field and ROTC to develop as a leader. He will be an asset to any institution of higher learning. Congratulations, Tyler Gurney. The second scholarship sponsored by Athletic Boosters is called the Coach's Choice Scholarship. The Coach's Choice Scholarship recognizes and rewards one male and one female out of the 22 sports that we have at the school. The recipient exemplifies the following characteristics: strong work ethic, charisma, character, and strong competitor. Our first recipient is a member of the varsity swim team. With her positive attitude and team spirit, she has helped her relay teams qualify for state 4 years in a row. She has been on the top 8 in the state 3 times. She's a positive role model who promotes team unity both in and out of the water. She will continue to make a splash with the University of North Florida. Congratulations, Kayla Daly. Our final recipient exemplifies a true teammate each and every day. He's a leader and makes sure his team is ready and engaged for practices and games. He always wants to know how he can improve and how he can help other players. He's an amazing captain and will be missed next year. And right now, he's on the field. The lacrosse team has districts tonight against Mitchell. So at halftime, I will be presenting Roger Alberico.
Next, please help me welcome Ms. Kristen Miller and Ms. Blevins to do the Steinbrenner PTSA Scholarship recipients.
Good evening, everybody. I'm honored to be here tonight as a representative of the Steinbrenner PTSA Board and the Scholarship Committee. Our PTSA has been an active and integral part of Steinbrenner's mission. We have implemented award-winning programs like World of a Team, awarded numerous teacher grants, hosted practice SAT and ACT testing, contributed to the beautification of the campus, and in the last few years, we have awarded over $65,000 in scholarships to graduating seniors. All seniors were invited to apply for the scholarships, and the criteria included a 3.0 GPA, PTSA membership, teacher recommendations, service hours, and an essay. It is my honor to congratulate all of you on your achievements, but more importantly, to give the following students their well-deserved Steinbrenner PTSA scholarship. To our recipients, please make sure to open this envelope and cash the check. I know that's old school for many of you, but I promise there is money in there. As I call your name, please come forward, and I ask that you stay on the stage. Ms. Blevins will give you your envelope, and we'd like to get a group photo when we're done. So first, Samantha Allison. appreciation events. Adarsh, it is my pleasure to individually recognize your contribution and accomplishments to the PTSA. Mr. Stedman still here? Oh, yeah, come on. I also want you to recognize we gave out 19 scholarships this year, which is, I think, our largest year. So congratulate those fine students. You want to do it?
Thank you very much and congratulations. Yes, and make sure you know where that check goes. I've heard of some of them disappearing before, so make sure they're in safe places. Next, please welcome our Assistant Principal of Curriculum, Mr. Cribb, to present certificates to our National Merit Scholarship finalists.
Over 1 million high school students take the PSAT in their junior year and meet the criteria to enter the National Merit Scholarship Program. Approximately 50,000 students, represented proportionally among the 50 states, are invited to continue in the competition for awards and scholarships. 35,000 of those become commended students. 15,000 become semifinalists and must score well on the SAT, complete an application with recommendations, and meet other program criteria to become a finalist. This year, Steinbrenner High School has 3 National Merit finalists. Congratulations to Kartike Gupta, Lewis Lee, and Andrew Maroon.
Congratulations. Next, I'd like to call up Ms. Yule to present awards for our valedictorian and our salutatorian.
So first, I'm going to honor our salutatorian. Our salutatorian for this year has an 8.0 weighted GPA, and he will be attending the University of South Florida Honors Program, majoring in biomedical sciences. Congratulations to Fadi Gupta. And will be attending the University of California, Berkeley in the fall, where he plans to major in data science. Congratulations to Kartike Gupta.
All right, and next we are moving on to our departmental awards. So every year, each department gives awards to students that have excelled in that discipline. Here to present these awards are the department heads or the representatives for each subject area. So when our representatives come up, if you'll say the name of the award, therefore my lovely counselors can assist in getting their award. I appreciate it. And first up, we have Ms. Zarowitz with the Fine Arts Department.
Good evening. Our first award is the Outstanding Chorus Award. It goes to Peyton White. Peyton has been a dedicated member of the chorus program for 4 years, serving as a leader and role model. Their passion and commitment for music has been an inspiration to every student, and especially their director, Mr. White. Our next award is the Outstanding Drama Award, and it goes to Samantha Drew. Samantha is a hardworking, dedicated young actress who shows incredible promise for a great future. The drama department is proud to call her our president, and we truly appreciate her leadership. The next award is the Outstanding Digital Art Award, and this goes to Selma Wilson. Selma has always been grounded, but this year in art history, she has flown to great heights, especially in appreciating culture. She will for sure pilot herself to great adventures. Our next award is the Outstanding 2D Art Award, and this goes to Rachel Galvin. Rachel Galpin is a true artistic gift to this world. Her fine artwork this year dives into concepts that will certainly benefit the future. It has been a true honor to have Rachel as a part of the Steinbrenner Art, and she could not be here this evening. The Outstanding 3D Art Award goes to Maya Baruch.
Yeah, Maya.
Maya started working with clay in August, and I think it's safe to say that she has become obsessed with it. She quickly learned important construction techniques and is constantly researching glazes and glaze combinations, and she shows up early every morning just to watch the kilns be unloaded. In just a few short months, she's ready to go. In just a few short months, Maya was creating amazing works of pottery, one of them winning a Gold Key Award at this year's Scholastic Art and Writing Competition. And the rest is inspiring everyone else in the class. Our final award is for the Outstanding Orchestra Award, and this goes to Landon Clark. Landon has been the epitome of leadership and is a huge reason why the Steinbrenner Orchestra program has continued to grow. In addition, this student has helped raise the level of the orchestra in excellence and self-discipline, which has led to multiple district, state, and national acknowledgments.
And next, we have the Foreign Language Awards.
A lot of hard work and commitment for more than 4 years made her proficient in the Spanish language. This award goes to Jamie Lister.
tonight. The first one goes to Kevin Cunningham. He is our quiet sage in class. He has a keen sense of how language works and is a gifted French student. You know the type of student who quietly awaits until everyone else in class has chimed in and try to answer questions to the best of their ability. The one who isn't trying to outshine the others or bring attention to himself. Then he will look around the room, slowly raise his hand, and when he is sure everyone has tried their best, he enlightens us with the correct answer or insightful comments. He has been a great asset to me, Madame Moreau, and to his fellow students for all your help teaching this year. Thank you very much, Kevin O'Connor. The second Outstanding French Award goes to Lisa Donat. She has recently shared with Madame Moreau that she struggled with French 1 and that French didn't come easy to her in the beginning. But that didn't stop her at all. Last year, she decided that she would take French 4, even if it led to a challenging schedule. She has achieved so much and has maintained excellent grades due to her dedication and hard work. Madame Moreau has been very delighted by her poetry and short stories in French. She even started a French book club in the mornings here at Steinbrenner. She meets with a few French 1 students once a week to help them to learn to love reading in French as much as she does. Thank you very much, Lisa.
And next we have Mrs. Puskis with Math Department.
So first we're going to do the AP Calc Student of the Year Award. This is from Mr. Collins. He says, never argue with a 90-degree angle. You'll find they're always right. I wouldn't argue with the person who is this year's most outstanding AP Calculus student either, because she's usually right as well. She's also one of the nicest people I have ever met. She's always caring of others and always has a positive attitude. These qualities mean much more than the Most Outstanding Calculus Student Award, but she can do it all. This year's Most Outstanding AP Calculus student is Emma Barger. To me say how amazing she is without trying to argue the other side. This speech is about luck. I take you back to Tuesday of this week. Test day. The student waltzes in with the lucky seat. Yes, she has a lucky seat. This seat she sat in for 14 tests, but lucky seat, occupado. So she must sit lucky seat adjacent. So obviously the test was a miserable failure. But it wasn't. Can't discuss student scores, but it rhymes with Funchundred. And while statistics clue us into trends, I'm inclined to believe that the luck she touts is just her incredible preparation for any challenge. Just like her AP Stat project where her hypothesis was that her shoes were lucky. It was the most hilarious, statistically accurate, thorough project I've ever graded. And in the most beautiful font, she admitted defeat. It said, and I quote, parentheses, you win, frowny face, close parentheses. Wouldn't you know, her project indicated that she's improved significantly, statistically speaking, as a basketball player, and not just because her shoes were lucky. It's obviously her perseverance, the basic desire to improve every single day that drives her, even though she's more than enough, as she is, in the current moment. Alyssa Bongiovanni is all that I could ask for in a student and human. She is thorough, and all that she does, you should see in her notes and tests. She is a thoughtful and helpful classmate, always willing to help if you're willing to work. She goes out of her way to tell me what other students seem to be confused about because she knows that I use these misunderstandings the next day. I am the luckiest human alive for knowing that and teaching her. I'm going to miss all of our conversations, especially our statistical arguments. I'm 95% confident that you're an awesome human. You're significant at any reasonable value for Alpha. Thank you for being you, Melissa.
And next, I'd like to welcome Mr. Camino Lopez with the Science Department Award.
Good evening. I'm Mrs. Bermudez Luna. You're so great to my mom. And I am representing the science department. Well, first I wanted to say how excited I am. It's my first year as Steinbrenner, but 4 years ago I was here with my son. And May 6th, he's graduating from USF, so very proud for being a Steinbrenner graduate. So we are going to present the Science Award, and the first one is the Outstanding Physics Student, Jose Reinaldo Hernandez. Passionate physics students, not only finding enjoyment in the content of the classroom, but learning all that he can when it comes to the breakthrough of physics in current events and literature. He tries to give all he can with projects and pushes himself to see not only what will work for his grade, but how far he can think out of the box and still make things work. Working with others in engineering, his students always struggles with, but Jose has no problem communicating, working, and helping other students in class with problem solving. That's what he's going to say. And I want to apologize in advance for mispronouncing things as well. Our outstanding anatomy and physiology student goes to Christina Pinagin. When I was asked to recommend a student for the Seniors Award in Anatomy and Physiology, Lizzie was at the top of the list. From day one, she stood out as a student who was fully committed to learning as much as possible about anatomy. Whether the assignment involved a project, dissections, or simply taking notes, Lizzie made sure to go above and beyond to master the material. Lizzie's excitement and positive attitude added so much value to our classroom. It has been an absolute pleasure to teach her this year, and I wish her all the best as she pursues a career in veterinary medicine. Congratulations. Lots of science awards. The next award is for the outstanding marine biology student, and that one goes to Jordan Fasowitz. I'm looking for what Mr. Posca sent me. Marine science is an awesome course. Students are able to share their love of ocean and animals while tackling real-world issues like pollution and overfishing. Every year there is a handful of students who shine in the subject and show their passion and excitement for learning about the subject that matters to them beyond just the academics. This year's winners show up every day ready to discuss not only our curriculum, but tackle current issues we are facing in our marine ecosystems, not only on a world scale, but in the Tampa Bay area. It has been an absolute pleasure to present this year's Marine Biology Award, my favorite students to debate with, and someone who will change our world. She continues to put her energy into making a difference. Congratulations, Jordan.
student, Lauren Scotch. Well, since she's not here, she also has been awarded the Outstanding Chemistry Student. So I'm going to read what her biology teacher wrote and her chemistry teacher. From Miss Banerjee, she's the biology teacher. Lauren is a very intelligent, bright, hardworking, and meticulous student. She has an organized mind, which is an asset for science studies. She spent her time bettering her skills and knowledge rather than dueling over her grades, which, by the way, they're very good. I see her doing great things in the future. She is that student that will have my complete trust if she pursues medicine or research to do well in its respective field. Ms. Tybalt, her chemistry teacher, stated the following: the word science probably brings to me many different pictures: a fat textbook, a wide lab coat, and microscopes, as an astronomer peering through a telescope, a naturalist in a rainforest, Einstein equations scribbled on a chalkboard, the launch of a space shuttle, bubbling beakers. All of those things reflect some aspect of science, but none of them provides a full picture because science has so many faces. When asked to pick a student that truly represents chemistry, we wanted a student that shows that science is exciting, useful, and ongoing. This student is focused, driven, takes initiative, and truly shows that in order to be a great scientist, you must love science. She always finds a way to better herself, and her positive outlook is both inspiring and contagious. One of my favorite things about her is that she's so humble and works so hard despite any challenges. Her classmates love her and respect her because no matter what, she's willing to help. I feel like I was so blessed to have had the opportunity to teach such a great mind, and this is why I would like to recognize Lauren Scott for Outstanding Chemistry Student Award. Our next award is the Outstanding Environmental Science Student, Louis Lee. He's not here to For a student who is allergic to everything, he is certainly not allergic to school. Louis Lee has a brain like no other. A big topic of discussion in AP Science, AP Environmental Science is human-caused problems like pollution, invasive species, and habitat loss. Louis is a problem solver. He will understand all aspects of the issue and then try to come up with a solution. Ms. Carew, what if we come up with an outstanding solution? I have no doubt Louis will be part of a generation who works on finding solutions to problems our generation has created. Congratulations, Louis. And finally, we have our Forensic Science Student Award, and it's to Gianna Colucci. Gianna shows great passion for forensics and always coming to class with such enthusiasm. She's truly an amazing student that deserves recognition for her hard work throughout the year. She will make wonderful contributions in the future in the criminal justice field. Ms. Schmidt. Thank you so much.
Next, we have the Perseverance Award with Mr. Mosier and Mr. Harris.
Good evening. I'm Mr. Mosier. He's Mr. Harris. First Perseverance Award is going to a student named Angel. Angel has worked very hard to overcome his challenges. After completing his credits to receive his high school diploma through the Access Points curriculum, Angel stayed at Steinbrenner as a student in the 12+ program to work on independent, social, communication, and vocational skills. During his 12+ time, Angel has participated in a community-based training program in which students are placed in businesses within the community practicing vocational skills. Angel had the opportunity to work at Weinberg Village, Burlington Retail Store, and Publix grocery store. He quickly learned how to wash dishes, prep food, and stock shelves in the kitchen at Weinberg Village. At Burlington, Angel did an amazing job organizing shoes and clothing by style and size. This year at Publix, Angel has worked in the bakery on food prep and packaging and labeling baked goods. And in fact, when his rotation was over, the bakery staff was very sad to see him leave as he is so helpful. Additionally, Angel has popped popcorn for the deli, leveled products in the aisles, and even bagged groceries. While working on campus, Angel participates in shredding, recycling, filing, and several other tasks. He has had great success helping our kitchen staff prepare chocolate chip cookies for baking and packaging for sale later on at lunch. Angel is always looking ahead at what to do next and is willing to help out anyone that needs assistance. He has a positive attitude and makes friends in the places where he has worked. This does not surprise his teachers, as he has many friends on campus as well. Angel is eager to work and to be successful, and he will be an asset to any employer. He tells us that his dream job is to work here in the Steinbrenner kitchen, preparing breakfast and lunch for all of the students. I am so pleased to present Angel with the Perseverance Award.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to present the second Perseverance Award. You know how they say there's one in every crowd? Well, kind of looking at the pace of these awards, I think I'm going to be that one in this crowd because I need just a couple minutes to just explain how very special this next student is. The first thing I would like you to do, especially if you have a student who's graduating this year, or if you don't, I want you to think of one or all of your children, and I want you to think for just a moment of the first time that your child spoke. The next thing I would like you to do is think for just a moment of the first time your child took their first steps. As I talk a little bit more about this student, I would like you to keep that feeling and that impression in your heart, because that's the impression that I have when I speak about this young man. About 4 years ago, in my biology class, third period, I had a student come into class, both him and his brother, and they sat on different sides of the room. And this student happened to sit just in front of me. Every time I looked up from my desk, every time he looked up, there we were looking face to face. Now just that alone, a year looking at this mug, should probably award the Perseverance Award. But that's not even the beginning. What happened on a day in August is a perfect representation of this young man. And what happened was we were in the last couple minutes of class. Those of you who don't know what a high school class looks like in the last 2 minutes, please don't pay attention to this. It's basically organized chaos. Students have this instinctual thing that they are going to pack up 2 minutes before class, even students that have difficulty telling time. They start to pull out their cell phones and check out their messages. They talk about what's happening tomorrow, what's happening tonight, anything but what's happening in the classroom. On this particular day, we were working on an activity on ecological succession. And I remember distinctly that activity had pictures on the front, and the students were presented with information and questions on the back. And so they had to flip their papers back and forth to look at the pictures and then answer the questions. Now the entire class is just about finished, and there's a lot of talking going on, and there's this one young man sitting right in front of me. He's looking at a picture, flipping his paper back, looking at the question. He's looking at the picture, flipping his paper back, looking at the question. I remember exactly that it was question number 5, the last question on the back. And I finally looked up at my co-teacher after watching this happen 4 or 5 times, and I said, I think I need to get up and help this young man. So I get up and waddle out of my desk over to this young man, and I say, where are we stuck? What can I help you with? And he looks up at me with this little gravelly voice, very soft, and he says, Mr. Harris, don't worry about me. I'm going to figure this out myself. As we continue to go through the next 3 years, this young man tries club hockey. He tries wrestling. He's involved in ROTC. He's an amazing athlete who could have been successful in any of those activities, but he decided that that wasn't his path. He let some of those activities go so he could study and keep up with his peers that didn't have to put quite as much effort into their studies. As we jump forward to this year, in December, this young man comes to my office and he's very upset and he says, Mr. Harris, I really need to speak with you. Something's happened. And so I'm freaking out because I've never seen him upset. And he proceeds to tell me about a situation that happened in class right before exams, where his teacher announced that they're having their last test on deadly. Some of his friends were very nervous that they wouldn't pass the course and wouldn't be able to graduate because now they have this test to study for on this short notice. And he wanted some advice on how to address this with his teacher and how to speak to them to help defend some of his friends who really needed some time to study that he was concerned about. In this moment, I realized that I am witnessing a young man take on a leadership role and find his voice, and he is speaking for the first time. As I think about it more, I've seen many events where he's found his legs and he's determined his path and what he wants to do in life. Cameron Haskell is the award winner for the Perseverance Award. The young man wants to go on to be a firefighter. I have no doubt he will be the best firefighter in his unit. And I hope that your family or any of your friends is never caught in a fire or something tragic where a first responder has to respond. But if you are, not only do I pray for your family, but I pray that you will be in the hands of this young man because he will take very good care of you. Let's put your hands together for Cameron Haskell.
It is National Poetry Month, so I am going to read to you. Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And every single one of these kids is too. And I got a couple to read about. First two are not here. Allison Spear couldn't be here tonight, but she won the award for the Echo Literary Magazine. Allison Spear has been in the creative writing program all 4 years of high school, rising to the position of editor-in-chief of the Echo. She has been a crucial part of the Echo's transition from annual school production to international multimedia weekly publication. And every day, she leads with kindness and positivity. And also, Lewis Lee won the AP Lit Award, and these are Miss Siren's words. This young man is receiving the AP Literature and Composition Award, not because he's a brilliant writer, which he is, not because he's amazing at analysis, which he is, but because he challenges himself every day to be better, to help others, and to ask deeper questions. So thank you, Lewis Lee, for being an inspiration. And now we have the E4 Honors Award, and that goes to Selma Folsom. This is words from her teacher, Mr. Howder. As a senior, Selma Folsom has excelled in her honors English class. She's a wonderful student, displaying all the attributes we teachers are so happy to find in our classrooms. She's quick to respond to questions.
Before we begin, I would like to introduce our principal, Ms. Jewell.
Good evening. So first, I feel like I should say thank you for choosing us over Taylor. We did not know that that would be happening when we selected this date. This morning, we had the privilege to be able to honor all of our honor graduates. And at Steinbrenner, we have kind of a unique situation because we have so many honor graduates that we can't invite our families to participate in that part because we don't have a facility large enough to accommodate everyone. There are 453 honor grads, which is about 75% of our graduating class, which is a phenomenal problem to have as a principal. But we did do that this morning. There was a really nice way to celebrate all of them. And now tonight, this truly is one of my very favorite events. I think it is a great way for you as a parent or a family member to really get a feel for how special our graduates are to us and why we do what we do. So by the end of the night, I know you're going to be beaming with pride as you hear about each of these seniors and why they were invited to be here tonight and why we want to celebrate them. And even though tonight is about the kids, I do want to remind you that it's about more than the kids because they would not accomplish anything that they have if it weren't for the support they've gotten from a number of different people, all the different teachers that are here that support them and coaches, and most importantly, their families, their parents, their siblings, their aunts, uncles, and grandparents, and as you'll see tonight, even our community. So it really is a village that it takes in order to accomplish the wonderful things that our students have accomplished. So thank you for all of you choosing to be here tonight, and I know you're going to have a great evening. So I will get out of the way so we can get to the good stuff.
So Ms. Ewell mentioned the event that we had this morning, which was fantastic. There were a lot of local companies and organizations that contributed to both this morning and this evening's event. So I'd like to recognize them. I'd like to thank the following places. So Publix, Chick-fil-A, Sam's Club, Woody's Wash Shack, Jam & Car Wash, Sacred Pepper, Grad Images, Steinbrenner PTSA, which without them this would not be possible, Aussie Grill, Origami Orthodontics, Jersey Mike's Subs, Odessa Soccer Club, and a lot more. So they really contributed a lot to the events. We had a wonderful raffle with many, many items. So I want to make sure that they were recognized for everything they did for us. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to stand for Steinbrenner's Day ROTC and the presentation of the college.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Lisa Donat, for entertaining us on the piano. We'd also like to thank Mr. Dial and the members of Steinbrenner's entourage for singing the national anthem, Chief Engasser and Sergeant Nato and Dare TC for the presentation of colors, Julia Mixon for saying the pledge, and Brooklyn Wiggins for videotaping tonight's event. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Dovin, our department chair for student affairs, or student services.
Just a quick one, couple words from the guidance department. Students, remember walking on campus your first time in 8th grade, naive, young, you don't know what to expect. At that time, you these people up here, myself, we took you under our wing, right? It was our job to make sure two things happen. You walk across the stage in graduation and you achieve greatness. Class of 2023, you have achieved greatness. We're quite proud of you. Parents, from the bottom of our hearts, it was an honor and privilege. You trusted us with your students, and it's not something we take lightly. Greatly appreciated that you trusted us and you came to Steinbrenner. Lastly, students, remember, May 1st RCMP testing, don't be late, bring your pencils, and remember, online classes are due May 12th. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dovin. Before we begin, I'd like to remind everyone to silence their cell phones for the remainder of the presentation. Students, if your name is called to receive an award, please enter to my left and exit to my right. We do have grad images here tonight taking pictures. These pictures will be available to view online in the days following tonight's ceremony. As you accept your award, please pause with the presenters for a picture. This evening, we will begin with our first award, the J.F. Swartzel Masonic Lodge College Scholarship. Please help me welcome the brothers of the J.F. Swartzel Lodge number 251 to present the award.
Good evening, seniors, parents, faculty, and staff. My name is Wade Angel. I'm the worship master of J.F. Swartzel Lodge, just down the road on East Lake Vernon at East Lake Boulevard. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Masons, we place a high value on education. Our motto is, we take good men and make them better. No, we don't have a magic wand. We do it through education. Education in Masonic duty, and education in self-development. Men who come to us want to be better fathers, better husbands, better citizens, yes, better humans. So each year, we present 2 academic awards to seniors here at George Steinbrenner High School. This year we had quite a few students apply, and our committee of 3 read all the applications and came up with 2. For those seniors who applied and did not make it to the top 2, keep applying. It's common nowadays to hear about student debt. When I was going to college, my head was stuck in this book. Back then it was a book called Peterson's Guide. And all the scholarships were listed there. And I wrote a lot of essays. I went to private schools and I graduated with very good at that. My sister did the same. But she was better at essay writing than me, so she got out of almost 0. So keep trying. Keep trying. Every bit you get is that much more money. So, without any further delay, let me get to the 2 recipients for 2023. And if I mispronounce a name, please forgive me. The first recipient is Humberto Martinez. And the second recipient is Danielle Canas. Send for a photo op. Thank you very much for having us here today.
Next, I'd like to welcome a family that has a very special place in the heart of Steinbrenner High School. Please help me welcome Mr. and Mrs. Silverwood to present the award for the Caitlin Katie Big Red Heart Award.
Good evening. It's a real honor every year to be able to present this award, and we would like to start, Kim and I would like to start by thanking the Friends of Katie, who have been sponsoring this award in Caitlin's honor for the past 7 years. Without the Friends of Katie, this award would not be possible. None of you probably knew Katie, as she died unexpectedly on April 26, 2016, while playing the sport she loved, tennis. She was a sophomore at Steinbrenner when she passed, and after she passed, we had an outpouring of students wanting to tell us their Katie stories. They even organized a memorial service on the football field where even more students got to tell how Katie had impacted their lives. While enduring the seemingly unbearable pain of her loss, it touched us.
She submits assignments of the highest quality, and her scores and assessments show that she prepares effectively. Over the course of our year together, Selma's writing has shown marked improvement, which serves to highlight her obvious desire toward growth. And probably Selma's greatest feature, she exhibits a genuine curiosity about our content that speaks to how she truly is an exceptional English student. So congratulations. And now I have the honor to present the Senate Award to Katie Sullivan. Katie is a 3-year Senate student who is full of school spirit. She's always at sporting and school events displaying her warrior pride. She is a true leader in the Senate class by always going above and beyond of what is asked of her. She has a strong work ethic and a love and respect for her school. She leads by example and is admired by her peers. And those are Ms. Haskell's words.
And next, we have Chief Angaster to announce the recipients of the Career and Technical Education Department.
Good evening. I'm Chief Angaster, and this is Sergeant First Class Stephen Otto. We have the privilege tonight to talk about the Career and Technical Education Department. One of the unique things about our department is we actually get the opportunity a lot of times to work with freshmen in their first year and then stay with those students through 4 years and watch them develop and be with them for 4 years. So these awards really culminate for most of them 4 years of different courses within the program. The first one we're going to do is the Outstanding FFA Student, which is Frank McBride. Frank has been an active member of the FFA chapter and agricultural program since the start of his freshman year. He was so eager to become part of our chapter and has made his own contributions to the success of our chapter. Frank has been a member of our livestock evaluation team, as well as being a member of our parliamentary procedure team. He also serves as our FFA chapter's treasurer and is a big contributing factor to the overall success of the team. Frank is a multi-generation FAA member, and he has proudly carried on his family's legacy through showing beef cattle and having an active supervised agricultural experience. He has shown his cattle all across the state of Florida and continues to be an influential youth livestock exhibitor. We would like to congratulate Franklin Pride on being the outstanding agricultural student this year. Next is the outstanding veterinary assistant program, and that would be Caitlin Tajanovich. I understand she's not here either. Okay. But when it comes to high caliber of work in our veterinary assistant program, Caitlin stands at the top. She has always dedicated a great amount of time and effort to learning about veterinary medicine, and her work is always indicative of her deep understanding of the content. She has an impressive drive to succeed, a quality that is becoming increasingly rare, and has spent a large amount of her spare time getting practical, hands-on experience in a veterinary office. Caitlin is set to take her certified veterinary assistant exam prior to graduation, and it is exciting to think about her future contributions to veterinary medicine. Congratulations, Caitlin, on being the outstanding veterinary student. The next award is the outstanding information technology student. That is Ava Karen. What does it mean to be outstanding? It is remarkable and impressive. It means giving more than expected. The chosen student of the Academy of IT is remarkable and has made an impression on her team. She is by far the hardest working and diligent among her peers. Ava has completed all of the Academy classes. She pushes herself to excel and learn. It has been wonderful this year to see her confidence build and watch her grow. In addition to classes, she is a member of the FBLA leadership team. She achieved 5th place at district competition in cybersecurity and will compete at state this spring. We are so excited to see what the future holds for this young lady. Congrats, Ava Karen. Next is outstanding gaming student, Spencer Kerr. Has been nominated for Best Gaming Student of 2022-23. Spencer has been the epitome of persistence and determination for the past 3 years with me as his instructor. During that time, Spencer has taken DIT, IT systems, as well as game and sim foundations and game and sim design. In every single class, Spencer has shown outstanding creativity, amassing multiple industry certifications along with mastering many software applications. Spencer has been a dream student with an infectious personality and friendly demeanor. We are very much looking forward to hearing all about the successes he will accomplish in the future and wish him all the luck in the world. Way to go, Spencer.
All right, good evening. We're going to present the Exercise Science Student Award to Alexis Figueroa. The student we nominated to receive our program award has been in the exercise science program all 4 years and was involved in our hosted club, participating in and individual events. They have a natural ability to learn healthcare related skills and apply it to patient scenarios, landing them at Host State Conference this year. They work very well with anyone in the classroom, and they are one of the few who stood out at our clinical internships when learning from the certified personal trainers. Congratulations to Alexis Figueroa on achieving the Exercise Science Award student. The Thrive Level Award, Carson Babbage. This student has been for 4 years, serving as chapter president for 2. She has been to the States all 4 years and is a DECA State champion. In addition to her academic achievements, she has also represented her school as an athlete competing at the state level, proving the importance of being a well-rounded student. She has earned local, state, and national recognition for all of her hard work as a leader in academic achievements. She is very deserving of, as she helped our chapter achieve numerous gold level awards and national Thrive level awards. All right, the next award is the Outstanding Culinary Student,
Dante Plaza. This student has been a four-year culinary student. He has participated in catering events each year, both at school and off-site. In his 4 years, he has become a staple at the pizza calzone station, teaching new students how to stretch dough as well as make pizzas and calzones. As a senior, he has taken it upon himself to recruit culinary students to deep clean not only the entire kitchen, but the storage areas as well. Dante Plaza. All right, the outstanding GRTC senior cadet is Cooper Diaz. GRTC robotics team. Cooper's effort has been instrumental in leading the success of defense of the Florida State GRTC Robotics Championship. And next, Cooper will take our teams to Dallas for the national championships. You better bring me a trophy.
At this time, we have one additional recognition with Josh Boyles. Please come to the stage. For those of you who don't know Josh Boyles, Josh seriously represents everything that we attempt to achieve with our JROTC program. Josh not only was our battalion commander this year, he also led the band as a drum major. He fifth place in the county for title for Pole. Okay. He's an Eagle Scout and recently was nominated and appointed to not just one but two of the service academies, both the United States Military Academy at West Point and the United States Air Force Academy as well.
Thank you very much. And now we have the Social Studies Department with Mrs. Warnix and Mrs. Meliciano. Sorry, we went a little bit out of order.
You forgot us. We want to pretend social studies doesn't exist. Okay. I'm Ms. Ordex, and I love teaching social studies. We are in the midst of chaos with it, but it's fun. I would like when we call the names of the students after they get their awards, and I was trying to see who's here and I couldn't tell. But anyways, we'd like you to stay up here so we can do a group photo because we're social, so we want to do a group photo. So anyways, our first award is the Outstanding Social Studies Student, and the seniors receiving this award has a clear vision for her future, and that is to make a difference in the world. She is passionate about social studies, engages with each of her peers about current events, participated in the Model UN competition this year in Boston. And if you're an AP Euro with her, you know everything about sheep. It is this passion that makes Sophia McGregor our outstanding social studies. Okay, so the next one is our outstanding history student, and I know he's here, so I'm happy. Okay, so the senior receiving this award is extremely interested in history and has a great grasp for the links between different historical periods, has survived 2 years, APUSH and AP Euro with his Ordex, and he has a real passion for the question, what if, in historical debate. So I hope that in the future, which I asked him kind of some questions today, couldn't get a true answer, but I hope that he gets to explore the realm of history further as he moves on past high school. So congrats to Jake Gorick for being the outstanding history student. Hopefully you don't see another perfect. Okay, and while Jake's coming up here, the last one is our outstanding AP student. And I can't see, but maybe. All right, so the senior receiving this award really sets herself apart from her peers when it comes to her success in AP Social Studies. Not only does she excel academically, although those of us who spend time in class with her wouldn't know that because she hardly ever talks. except when she's in small groups. But she really is great at time management. We had to have a discussion last year because if you know anything about a girls lacrosse team, their state semifinal game was the same day as the APUSH test, and she came back, reviewed, and did really, really well. So congrats to Hannah Swinier, our outstanding AP student.
So I'm going to present the award for our Model United Nations Club here at Steinbrenner High School. And this year, I had such a strong leadership team that it was very difficult to select one person since they worked so hard together all year. So I'm going to recognize two individuals. Without them, we wouldn't have had a successful run at the Harvard Model UN conference up in Boston in January. And overall, every club meeting is just really super exciting when I have them to fall back on planning. So I would like to recognize Ava Combs, our Vice President. And our President, Michaela Combs. For those of you who don't know, Model United Nations is a simulation of the United Nations. This year we represented Colombia and Cuba on an array of topics, and we had 32 delegates participate in the Harvard Model UN Conference. And every month we hold a meeting in which these two individuals have a hand in planning something exciting for our club members. But not only that, they are persistent, professional, and they're the kinds of a leadership team that when I saw them waiting at my door or coming down the hall toward me, I wanted to hide underneath my desk because I was like, what did I forget to, what did I forget to do or for them? They were very, very organized, diligent, and I really appreciate their hard work and their positivity in a very large club this year. So I want to congratulate you and recognize you for your hard work. We waited until the end.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all of our presenters.